Maurice, Pat had me order you a special birthday present, and it's supposed to be here today. For some reason, it didn't make it, but it's coming, and you're gonna love it. Believe me, you're gonna love it. She had me order him a new laptop.
Oh, okay. And then he decides to come down.
Yeah, and I could have brought it with me.
Yeah. I sent this email out to everybody, to a lot of people, and you know, saying, well, I know you're not going to be in Vicksburg, and da 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 da. And so, I sent Ben this thing asking him if he could get this computer for me. And so I said, well, you know, we really hate that you're not going to be here and everything, because Ben had back surgery not too long ago. He says, yeah, you know, I can't make the drive down, but if anybody will come to a family gathering, it's Ben. Ben does not miss anything that goes on in his family, seriously. And so he said, well, okay, yeah, my back's too bad. I'll call Maurice and wish him a happy birthday. And he says, I put it in the mail and everything, and so I'm like, okay, so later for you. Ben today, so we're glad that Ben could come, and I'm so glad all of you came. Thanks so much. And the children, this is a product of these young folk. Kelly, Jason, Amy, and their significant others put this together. They did. They just called me and said, you know, we want Dad's turning 60 and we want to do something special for him because he's not going to do that again. But I guess you really will when you're 16, since you're now 15. that way. But they said they wanted to do something special and wanted you to be surrounded by family and friends. And so here we are.
I appreciate it.
And it was a surprise.
You know, they called me last week. They were talking to me, Pat. Jason called me, and we had talked, and I have a cool going on. I called Frank. I said, Frank, you hear anything else going on? Frank said, well, after I hear that Pat was taking Maurice to New Orleans. I said, well, what's going on? I know I've supposed to be pulling my big grill out and cooking.
Well, that's what was so funny that Jason called. You know, as I said, the kids did all the planning. They said, you invite the people, we'll do everything else. And so Jason called, like, what's Boo's number? What makes you think I got Boo's number? I got it on speed dial. I think I got everybody on speed dial. But fortunately, I did have Boo's number. This Maurice is. If you look out the back there, you look across the way. That's the deer camp. So from November the 20-something until January 31st, that's where he lives. That's where Maurice and Boo and all of his cousins. That's where they live over
For real. They
really do. And they have good times over there. But Maurice says, I gotta talk to Boo. I need him to do something for me. And so next thing I knew, he hooked up with Boo, and he says, because Boo's got the biggest grill in Mississippi. So we gotta cook a lot of chicken and stuff. So Boo helped them. They did it. Kudos to the children. Great job. We had all these scenarios. The first scenario was that Frank was going to take him golfing today. Well, Frank has some surgery and he can't golf. We learned Friday. I think we found that out. So he called us Friday and said, I can't do that. Well, Saturday we're at Rick and Debbie's, and so I'm like, you got to help me here. So I said, you got to take him fishing next week. So Monday, Rick calls. Rick says, you know, there's 60-70% chance.
Well, Pat, me and Frank had that conversation at work the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, me and him had that conversation at work.
Yeah.
And Frank said, well, he don't like doing nothing there.
He loves fishing. And don't get that one. He loves the fish.
Yeah, but
But,
it worked itself out.
Yeah, it worked out. So finally, I had to end up taking him to New Orleans.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't call us?
No, we didn't call you. We were.
I'm gonna hug down.
We see you today. But thank you all so much. I mean, people have come from near and far. All these ladies, this Kathy, raise your hands. People from New Orleans, Roz and Regina, they all came from New Orleans. They're very, very good friends of ours. I can tell you stories about these ladies. Why
you at it? Dennis from Memphis. Dennis ain't married. Yeah, he is.
Trying to ruin somebody's lunch.
And of course, Maurice's cousins from Utica, and Busway, and Boo, and Ben, and everybody, and all the neighbors, and anybody else. And overlook you part of the family. This is our Kelly's to be, and Jason's to be. We'll see. But anyway,
You talking about Jason?
And here, this is Rudy from Jackson. He came over. He used to work with Maurice. So it's thank you all so much for
Fee,
coming. We really
she
appreciate
from
it.
there from
Really
this
appreciate it. Now now it's time. We're gonna move the furniture. We're gonna line dance because we got the line dance. Queen here.
Hey, y'all, let me say one thing. Maurice.
I don't damn.
Hey, I got an announcement. I got an announcement.
Hello.
I got one announcement. John wasn't kidding about becoming a car salesman. want